Welcome to this deep dive, and today we'll be exploring the story of Neerja Bhanot.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of her.
Yeah, so she was a 23-year-old flight attendant working for Pan Am,
Okay.
and she was, full of life, loved Bollywood,
Wow.
especially Rajesh Khanna,
Okay.
and she was about to board what seemed like just an ordinary flight
Right.
from Mumbai to New York.
Yeah.
But,
What happened?
well, that flight, Pan Am Flight 73, would become anything but ordinary. It was hijacked in Karachi, Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
And Neerja found herself right at the center of this, terrifying ordeal.
So how are we going to learn about all this?
Well, we're going to use excerpts from the pre-shoot draft of the film Neerja.
Oh, okay.
So we'll not just talk about the events themselves, but also try to get to know who Neerja was
Yeah.
as a person.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, so it's September 5th, 1986. Can you picture that?
Wow, yeah, okay.
I mean,
I could try.
the script does a great job of bringing her world to life. So we see her in Mumbai, just got back from a modeling shoot,
Wow.
and her energy is just infectious.
Yeah.
And her family is clearly so important to her. I mean, they even had this nickname for her. They called her 3D.
3D.
Yeah, for Daddy's darling daughter.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, right? And before each flight, her mom gave her yogurt and sugar for good luck. It's such a sweet ritual.
Yeah, those little details, they make her feel so real.
Don't they?
Yeah.
And it's not just family, though.
Okay.
She was also very much in love with a man named Jaydeep.
Okay.
And their goodbye scene at the airport is so touching. He gives her chocolates and a letter and asks her to open it on her birthday.
Knowing what's about to happen, that's got to be rough.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's almost heartbreaking to see her so happy and carefree.
Yeah, for sure. It's like life can change so fast.
It really can.
And speaking of change, once everyone's on board, the flight starts out normally enough.
Yeah.
Pre-flight checks, passengers are settling in.
Yeah.
That familiar hum of anticipation before a long flight.
Right, but then during the layover in Karachi, everything changes, like in an instant.
Oh, no.
The script describes these terror members of the Abernadal organization.
Mm-hmm.
They storm the plane.
Oh, my gosh.
It must have been just terrifying.
I bet. The script, it names the terrorists.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Safarini, Khalil, Fahad, and Mansour.
Okay.
And the script really emphasizes how ruthless and efficient they are.
Right.
They immediately take control and just instill fear in everyone.
Yeah, of course.
They're ordering everyone to put their hands up. They're shouting, chaos everywhere.
Oh, wow.
But somehow, in the midst of all that, Neerja manages to think clearly.
How?
She alerts the cockpit crew using a hijack code.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a specific code for that.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was a smart move, right?
It was crucial because the pilots, they were able to escape through this overhead hatch
Okay.
before the terrorists could reach them.
Wow, so that really messed with their plans.
Yeah, totally thwarted their plan to fly the plane to Cyprus.
It's amazing that she was able to react so quickly.
Yeah, under such pressure, right?
I mean, do you think her training as a flight attendant, played a role?
Oh, for sure. Her training would ingrain those protocols, but I feel like it was something more. The script hints at this, deeper strength within her.
Okay.
A resilience that goes beyond just standard procedure,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You can really see that resilience emerge as the hijacking unfolds.
Okay.
And while everyone else is understandably terrified, Neerja steps up.
Oh, wow.
She starts comforting passengers, hiding American passports,
Right.
even trying to negotiate with the hijackers.
She was busy.
I know, right?
It's not just that she's brave, though, it's how she's doing it.
Right.
The script describes her like standing up to Khalil, one of the most volatile terrorists.
Really?
Not in a defiant way, but with this calm assertiveness that challenges his authority,
Yeah. Can you give me an example of what you mean?
Well, when the terrorists, they demand she collect everyone's passports,
Mm-hmm.
she uses that as an opportunity
Okay.
to just discreetly drop some of the American ones on the floor.
Wow. Sneaky.
Yeah.
So she's putting herself at risk, but she's doing it so that it's calculated and effective.
Totally.
It makes you wonder where she got that strength from.
Right.
Well, the script actually gives us some insight into her past.
Okay.
It flashes back to a traumatic experience she had, a forced marriage that ended very badly.
Oh, no, that's awful.
So maybe that experience kind of shaped her in some way.
It's possible.
Because during that difficult time, her father gave her this advice.
Okay.
He said that courage can help us overcome any hardship.
Wow.
And that line just echoes in her mind throughout the hijacking.
Yeah.
It's almost as if she's drawing strength from that memory,
Wow.
and using it to fuel her actions in the present.
That's amazing.
It's incredible, right? To think that she's drawing on her own past trauma to help others.
Yeah, and their moment of need.
Right.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And it's not just the passengers that she's trying to protect either,
Oh, right.
but her fellow crew members, too.
Okay.
There's this incredibly moving scene where she's comforting another flight attendant, Dabina,
Right.
who's just completely traumatized after witnessing a passenger's execution in cold blood.
Oh my God, that must have been devastating for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the terrorists weren't just trying to take control of the plane, they were trying to break everyone. It's a calculated act of terror.
Right, to instill fear and make people more compliant.
Right.
But Neerja doesn't let it break her.
Wow.
She doesn't let it break her spirit.
Good for her.
And as the hours drag on and the situation's just getting increasingly desperate,
Right.
she finds ways to fight back, to resist.
Like what?
Well, the oxygen starts running low, the terrorists are getting more and more volatile.
Oh no.
They even threaten passengers with a grenade.
Oh my goodness.
So that must have been like a breaking point for many.
I would think so.
But Neerja keeps her cool. How? She even uses a toilet alarm to create this distraction.
A toilet alarm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this allows another flight attendant, Tina, to sneak into business class and get an oxygen tank
Oh, wow.
for this pregnant passenger who was having trouble breathing.
Oh, that's good.
I know it's a small victory
Yeah.
in the midst of this terrifying ordeal.
It shows how they're working together,
Right.
that determination
I know.
in the face of danger.
So what happens next?
Yeah, things are getting pretty intense.
They are.
I can only imagine.
Well, just as things are reaching a breaking point, there's this commotion outside.
What is it?
The Pakistani commandos,
Oh.
they're preparing to storm the plane.
So this is where things get really intense.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
The script really ratchets up the suspense here.
Okay.
There's a sudden power outage, throws the plane into darkness,
Oh, no.
makes the situation even more unpredictable and chaotic.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet everyone was just holding their breath, wondering what was going to happen next.
What about Neerja? What was going through her mind at that moment?
Well, to understand that, we need to look at the terrorists' motivations.
Right.
Because as their plan starts to unravel, their focus shifts from, achieving their political goals
Right.
to just trying to survive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So how does this all play out?
Yeah, what happens?
Well, let's delve into that in the next part of our deep dive.
Oh, okay.
We'll explore the climax of this story
Mm-hmm.
and uncover Neerja's final act of bravery.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the plane's in darkness, commandos are outside, and the terrorists are getting desperate.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
So what happens to Neerja?
Well, this is where her training and her character, they really shine.
Okay.
While everyone else is panicking, she's just focused on getting those passengers to safety.
I can only imagine the chaos. How does she even begin to do that in the dark?
Well, remember how we talked about her hijack training?
Yeah.
The script mentions that she'd memorized the plane's layout.
Oh, right.
And that knowledge becomes crucial.
So she's literally guiding people in the dark toward the emergency exits.
Exactly.
Wow.
She becomes like a beacon of hope for those terrified passengers,
Yeah.
helping them navigate through the unknown.
It's incredible.
And the script describes this one scene where she's helping these 3 young children,
Oh.
and they're just clinging to her, so scared. And she's reassuring them,
Oh, wow.
telling them it's going to be okay.
It's those little acts of kindness that really stay with you,
They do.
don't they?
Yeah, and it says a lot about her character.
Right.
Even facing this terror, she never lost her humanity.
She didn't.
But things are about to change again.
Okay.
As the commandos get closer, the terrorists, they get even more unpredictable.
Oh, I bet the tension is just unbearable.
It is.
You're-
What happens?
Well, this is where the script really gets to the heart of Neerja's story.
Okay.
She makes a decision
What do you mean?
that would define her legacy.
What does she do? As the terrorists start firing randomly, she sees those 3 children she'd been helping.
Oh, no.
And in a split second, she shields them
Oh, my God.
with her own body.
She sacrifices herself to save them. That's
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking.
It is.
A reminder of the human cost of terrorism.
Yeah, but also of the incredible selflessness that people are capable of.
Right.
It's hard to even imagine.
So what happens after the chaos ends?
Well, the script shifts to the aftermath of the hijacking,
Okay.
and we see the impact of Neerja's death on her family,
Right.
her parents, They're inconsolable. Her brothers are in shock.
Of course.
They were praying for her safe return, and now they have to face this unimaginable loss.
It's a reminder that the trauma from these events, it doesn't just disappear.
It doesn't.
Right.
No, there's a powerful scene where Neerja's mother, Rama, she visits her daughter's room.
Okay.
And it's filled with reminders of her life.
Yeah.
Photographs, belongings.
That must be so hard.
The yellow Saul war suit she never got to wear for her birthday.
Oh, that's awful.
It's like she's trying to hold on to those pieces of her daughter's life.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. But in the midst of their grief, something amazing happens.
Okay.
The family learns that Neerja's being recognized for her bravery.
What do you mean? What kind of recognition?
She's posthumously awarded the Ashok Chakra,
Wow.
India's highest peacetime gallantry award.
Wow. That's a huge honor.
It is. It's rarely given to civilians.
That's incredible.
And the citation reads, "Her loyalty to the passengers of the aircraft in distress will forever be a lasting tribute to the finest qualities of the human spirit."
Oh, wow.
Powerful words.
That's incredible and so well-deserved.
Yeah, and she also received the Tamga-in Insaniat from Pakistan,
Really?
which is an award that recognizes extraordinary human kindness.
Wow.
It shows how her actions, they transcended borders
Yeah.
and political differences.
So even in death, she was bringing people together.
In a way, yeah, and her legacy continues to inspire.
It does, doesn't it? So the Neerja Bhanot Bravery Award is given annually to Indian women who display exceptional courage in the face of adversity. Wow, that's amazing.
So she's not just a hero, she's a symbol of courage.
Yeah, for others to look up to.
Exactly.
It makes sure that her story continues to be told.
It does.
And her spirit continues to inspire.
Absolutely.
It's incredible how one person's actions can have such a lasting impact.
It is.
As we learn more about her story, it's hard not to be moved by her spirit
Yeah.
and her commitment to helping others.
Even in the most terrifying situations.
Right?
It makes you wonder what we would do in that situation.
It does.
What sacrifices would we be willing to make?
That's a tough question. Yeah, it really does make you think.
Doesn't it?
What would we do?
It's a powerful story, you know.
It is.
Really shows the resilience of the human spirit.
Yeah.
That potential for bravery.
Because she was just an ordinary young woman, right?
Right.
Not a soldier or anything.
Just a daughter, sister, girlfriend.
But she found this incredible strength to do something remarkable.
And that's what's so important about this story, right?
Yeah.
Courage. It's not reserved for just a few people.
Right.
It can come from anyone.
In the most unexpected circumstances.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into her story,
Mm-hmm.
what can we learn from her about the potential for courage in ourselves?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is.
Think about everyday moments where you can choose courage.
Yeah.
Where you can stand up for what's right or help someone in need.
Right.
It doesn't have to be this big, grand gesture.
It can be small, right?
Yeah, just a small act of kindness.
Yeah, like speaking up when others stay silent.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
We don't have to face a hijacking to be courageous.
We don't.
It's about finding that strength every day.
Right. In our everyday lives.
Learn more about Neerja's story.
Yeah.
Explore what she left behind.
Yeah.
Because in her story, there's a message: love, compassion, selflessness.
Even in the face of terror.
It's powerful stuff.
It is.
So, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
It's been an incredible journey,
It really has.
exploring her life and legacy.
Until next time.
Stay curious.
Keep learning.
And remember
Remember that potential for courage.
that we all have.
We all have it.